Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and we got big news from the courts. President Donald Trump is loving every second of this, and it's about time. Before we get started, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Democrats have used the courts as a way to use, as a cudgel, basically, against President Donald Trump's administration and his agenda, the agenda that you and the American people voted for. They don't have the Senate, they don't have the House, they don't have the Supreme Court, they don't have the White House. The courts, the legal system is the last bastion they have. And when they get smacked down, when they insist that President Trump has done something unconstitutional, as they did here, and a court smacks them down, oh, I love it. I got to tell you guys, I'm petty like that. I love these kind of things. So yesterday, Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, had it stuffed in his face when the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, the most liberal court of appeals in the country, unanimously said the President of the United States has every right to deploy the National Guard when he sees fit, where he sees fit. That's why it's the National Guard and not the California Guard. It's the California National Guard, yes, but the word national is in there because ultimately, the president can decide when they can be used. This was a case of the courts working and restoring the Constitution after Breyer ruled against Trump. His brother was a Supreme Court justice. You would think he would know better. But they got it right this time, and that's the good news. I want you guys to watch this video and let me know what you think in the comments.
The other news, it was a big win for Donald Trump, right, Griff?
That's right. Out in California, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. This is a very liberal court, mind you. The panel finding that the president was correct. He has the authority to deploy the National Guard. And they really were unanimous in deciding this, simply saying that their review of it is that under U.S. Code 10, the president has the authority to deploy the National Guard when regular forces aren't able to enforce U.S. law.
Here's a Truth Social post, big one in the Ninth Court of Appeals, on the president's core power to call in the National Guard. The judges obviously realize that Gavin Newsom is incompetent and ill-prepared, but this is as much bigger than Gavin because all over the United States, in our cities and our people, need protection. We are the ones to give it to them should state and local police be unable, for whatever reason, to get the job done. This is a great decision for our country, and we will continue to protect and defend law-abiding citizens. Congratulations to the Ninth. America is proud. Now, keep in mind, too, that's a message to Chicago, to Seattle, to Portland. Because if your city loses control, I now have constitutionally, I have the go-ahead to go in there with my men and women in the National Guard. I'll take them from you and use them to protect your city. This is what he felt as though maybe he could have done better in his last term when things went crazy after the George Floyd riots.
Well, they're called the National Guard, and the President of the United States is the ruler of the nation. So he has made a decision to send in the National Guards to L.A. after those protests. It was getting so unruly. It was very dangerous. People in the community had to shut down their businesses.
Because ICE needs some protection.
Absolutely. ICE was